In a time and place when you can work from anywhere.
Two ladies in their mid to late 27s have decided to.
And they're calling it workationing.
This time the ladies are going to Kari's favorite place.
Who'd have guessed it's Lincoln, New Hampshire?
How long can Kelly stare at that rock?
All day, girl. God, that's a good rock.
Will the ladies find their Swayze at the Dirty Dancing Resort?
What the fuck is the Betty and Barney Hill incident?
This is the Workationing Podcast. Have you had the time of your life?
I have to say.
And you owe it all to me.
I do owe it all to you. I never, ever would have found this place. There's 0% chance that I ever would have come to Lincoln, New Hampshire if it was not for you.
It's my favorite place. This is my happy place. And we came here for my birthday.
Yeah.
So my birthday is April 20th. That's a fun day to have a birthday because you can tell who the stoners are when they ID you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can clock them real hard.
You can, 420, huh?
And you're like,
yeah.
I'm on to you.
I see you over there. So it is April 21st, Thursday. Still at the Indianhead, but we are heading on up to Montreal next.
Yes, can't wait.
So I found Lincoln, New Hampshire when I went to Pork Fest, which is a big camping festival for libertarian types up in New Hampshire, put on by the Free State Project. And my husband at the time and I were looking at moving to New Hampshire as part of the Free State Project. And we stumbled into this town by accident, kind of, because the realtors there got back to us fastest. Real quick with the turnaround time.
No red flag there, by the way.
No,
just
not
real
on
thirsty
a Sunday afternoon. So we ended up getting this just crazy nice place. It was like 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, fully furnished.
Ooh, nice.
$1,500 a month. Came with amenities, indoor, outdoor pool access, sauna, gym, hot tub.
That's crazy because that's about the budget that we're on for our Airbnbs for this trip. And we have gotten some very sick places, but nothing quite on that scale.
Right. It's a deal we couldn't refuse, so we didn't. And we ended up staying in Lincoln, which is, I think there's like 300 people who live in this town.
That feels about right. I got to tell you.
It's a ski resort town. So in the winters, the population increases substantially. You get a lot of mass holes coming up here. But people who live in New Hampshire or Lincoln, New Hampshire are very proud of it. You see a lot of Exit 32 bumper stickers.
They should be. It's a cute little place. It's adorable.
It reminds me of Tahoe, but without the lake and casinos.
I haven't been to Tahoe, but I'll take your word on that.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool little place. And in the summers, it's beautiful. There's a river that runs through the town. In the winters, if you like to ski, there are better places. But, I mean, did I tell you that rent was $1,500 per month in a very nice townhouse?
It is. It's really beautiful. And the thing that you've told me time and time again is that you think there's a real good chance that you might see the whole world and decide that you end up in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
I really like it. I like it that much. And I was so excited to bring you here to the Indianhead Resort.
It is a singular experience. I've never been anywhere like it. My favorite thing was that Kari described it to me as a Dirty Dancing style resort.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very much that. And you can tell that that's what it was.
Yeah, straight out of the 1950s.
Yeah, and so now it's kind of not exactly in its heyday.
No, actually, I think that the reason why I love Lincoln so much is because it's kind of like the land that time forgot. There's still video rental stores.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that in a town. There's one grocery store. It is crappy. You are not going to like it. But the closest other town is 20 miles away.
The Indianhead Resort even relies on a sort of outdated yet delightful system involving chits.
That is CHIT. You can get chits at the Indianhead?
I had no idea what a chit was. I was sitting in the Sky Palace listening to Kari on the phone as she was booking this place. And it was just like, because she needed to make the phone call because she was just very concerned about these chits and what was going to be involved with these chits. And like, I was like, say what now? Do you want to explain what a chit is for the people?
Okay, well, I think that chits can technically be anything from casino-style chips to, in the case of the Indianhead, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter squares with numbers on them that indicate how many rooms you have left on your booking. So for $400, oh God, I love the Indianhead. For $400, you get 7 chits, which can be used for one night at the Indianhead Resort, Monday through Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry, Sunday through Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, it's going to cost you a couple extra chits. To get the best bang for your buck, you definitely want to stay there during the week.
Right.
And Jeff at the front counter will hook you up with your chit card and then tell you not to lose it, because if you do, you're just a chit out of luck.
What a mess.
I loved it so much, though.
No, it was so good. It has this really throwback vibe here. My one complaint is that I see the Dirty Dancing comparison. My number one complaint is that I'm really not seeing a whole lot of Swayze types around here.
No.
It's a real letdown.
No.
I was really expecting my own personal Swayze. There are these like dope old-timey tennis courts right outside of our room, and I would have expected some Swayze types hanging around waiting to show the nice ladies how to play tennis.
There were none.
There are none.
But there are views.
There are views.
You got a great view of the Indianhead Rock.
You sure do. And they're still calling it that, you know? Still calling it that.
No, this resort has a Native American theme to it. And just is this like a 1960s version of a Native American theme?
It really is. It's like painted totem poles.
There's a gift shop.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like wooden Native Americans just sort of scattered about, wielding axes and such.
Oh, the artwork in the rooms. Look at this artwork. So we've got a guy with a headdress and
just like a lot of skulls.
There's a lot of skulls. A lot of skulls. So it's not like a friendly neighborhood Native American that we're talking about.
No, this is like the scalpy kind, I feel like.
I think that's the vibe that I'm getting.
Right.
The furnishings are rustic.
Yes. We'll go with, yeah.
Rustic. I like it.
Rustic, yeah.
I have stayed at some very, very nice hotels. The Indianhead just feels like home to me.
It has some cool things going for it. One of which is that there's a pool and a hot tub that are open year round.
Yes, indoor and outdoor. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, so that's cool. And there's Shadow Lake, which is more of a pond, but
I think it might be a man-made lake.
It's large drainage ditch. But it's very beautiful.
No, there's that like windmill thing.
Yeah, that thing's functional for sure.
They light it up at night.
Yeah, but they need that wheel there in that non-moving water. I'm sure they get a lot of power from that.
The back decks, because yes, you do get a back deck at the Indianhead Resort, have AstroTurf.
Yes.
I think this might be authentic. This might be period AstroTurf.
Yeah, no, this place is so crazy because when you look at it, you can really see it. It's easy to see what it looked like in its glory days.
Well, and they put that in your face all the time.
Yeah.
Like at the diner. So, at the Indianhead Resort, you can get a meal plan. I think it's like $36 a day, but then you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner plus one cocktail of your choice. That sounds like a good deal.
I don't think I've had a single cocktail here.
No, and there are better places to eat in town.
Not many, but just
that is
general.
not true. There are like 5 very good restaurants, not in Lincoln per se, but in Linwood. So Lincoln and Woodstock are 2 neighboring towns.
Oh, right, Woodstock's right here.
Linwood is what they call it. So you combine the 2, and then they've got like 5 decent restaurants between the 2 towns in Linwood.
Perfect.
You know what I really want to do?
What's that?
This is on my secret bucket list, but I guess it's not so secret anymore. I will know that I have made it big, in air quotes big, when I can buy the Indianhead Resort and turn it into the Dirty Dancing style resort that I envision it to be in my heart.
I would totally come because I feel like this place is incredible and I love it so much, but I can see what you mean.
Yeah, like, you need an activities director. So they do things already. Like for Mother's Day, they have a cowboy theme, and there is a country music artist who's going to come and entertain the people. But they have photographs at all of these events, and then they take the camera roll of actual film, down to the Rite Aid, where there's still 24-hour or 1-hour photo processing in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
That's so insane.
So they go and they get the film developed in an hour, bring it back, and then they just have a stack of photos at the check-in desk, and you scroll through them. You don't scroll through them. Right. Excuse me. You sort through them with your hands.
Analog, IRL.
Until you pick the one of you and your family, and nobody's going to steal photos that aren't of their family. That would be cruel.
That would be horrible and boring also.
Very boring, yes.
Oh, man. No,
I think it's got real potential, though.
No, I think it does. And, like, really, there should be some young Swayze types around here to teach me how to foxtrot or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then there should be foxtrotting.
Yes.
In the evenings.
Yes.
You know, I feel like the men should have to wear a sport coat to dinner.
I like that.
At the very least.
I would redecorate.
Yeah, I would. You know what? Call me crazy, but, like, maybe just pop a new name on this place.
Well, there is that Indianhead rock formation.
Yeah, we didn't mention. Okay, so it's called the Indianhead Resort because it has, this is my favorite thing, it has a view of the Indianhead Rock, which is a rock that if you look at it from an angle, kind of looks like an Indian, maybe.
Could be maybe.
Like maybe. And so famous is this rock that kind of sort of maybe looks like a Native American that they built a whole resort where you can just really take it in. Yes. You know, you've got a whole weekend to
stay there for a whole week. Why not? You've got chits. Jeff at the desk will hook you up.
And you can just gaze upon nature's wonder and this freaking Indian head.
It's in the mountains. You've got woods. You've got Shadow Lake. You've got the Indianhead Rock. There is a water park down the street. There's also Clark's trained bears. Now, I would never pay to go see trained bears, but if you want to go see some weird shit, you can.
Yeah, I can't imagine that there's like a nice way to train a bear.
In the winter, there's an ice castle. Google that. We tried to go to the ice castle. It was too late for us.
Too late in the area.
But that's a Loon Mountain, the little ski resort that you could walk to from my old place. I'm telling you, this town is cool.
And I had a really good time driving up here too. Carrie and I hopped in her little drop top. Just motored on up with just all the girly pop songs you could imagine.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours from Boston, 2 hours from Manchester, New Hampshire, up north on I-93.
No, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous view, and it was really fun to drive up.
You know you're getting close on I-93 when you look to your left, and is that Half Dome? Or are we in, that's not Yellowstone, where is it? Yosemite. I've been to Yosemite. I always mix the two up. But you're going to see some cool mountain formations and whatnot. And Franconia Notch, there used to be the old man in the mountain. His face fell off recently, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, this was my first like longer extended trip to the Great White North, like truly up in the mountains.
Winter is here.
Yeah, and I have to say I've seen some mountains in my life, but I've never seen mountains quite like this. Like the scale is crazy. These mountains are quite large.
Yeah, the White Mountains are no joke. Is this where the Appalachian Trail begins or ends?
I think it depends on what end you start on.
I guess it does.
It's a philosophical question, really. This is also near Walden Pond.
Yes.
Which we've talked about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're a lot, it's kind of like that.
It
workationing.
It's very Thoreau-y, right?
Yeah. He was the original workationer, I feel like.
Yes.
You know, he went to the woods.
I also went to the woods, and I brought you to the woods. And every time I get stressed out, or let's say I've got just a big work project, I come up to Lincoln, New Hampshire, hole up at the Indianhead, and knock some work out. And you can see that you can really get a lot of good work done here.
Yeah, no, and I know that you have because you've called me from this place before. Feeling like, girl, I couldn't take it anymore. Went to the Indianhead. And I was like, what is this place?
The pool and hot tub are open real late. You got a great view of the stars. There are really no big city buildings with their big city lights to block your view.
The stars are crazy, and it's so quiet at night because nobody's partying here. It is like early bed special and then early to bed because you have a lot of Indianhead looking to do the next day. Just a lot of looking at that rock.
You want to be up and early?
Yeah. Up with the chickens because that rock's not going to look at itself, you know?
It's not. Oh, you know what else happened here?
Oh, yeah.
The incident.
The Benny and Barney Hill incident.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was very excited to learn about this. This was fucking hilarious.
There's a placard right outside. It's
like a very, very official
It is.
plaque. Like this was some Historical Society of New Hampshire or some shit put this up.
It was legit. It was a legit.
Very
plaque.
legit.
So do you want to tell the people about the Barney and Benny Hill incident?
The Betty and Barney Hill incident. Betty and Barney Hill were a married couple, and they were actually, interestingly enough, because this was in the early 60s, they were an interracial couple, which is not what you would normally see. Betty was white and Barney was black.
New Hampshire's the live free or die state.
Yeah, very progressive around here in that respect. And so the two of them were together and both members of the NAACP. But on September 19th and kind of through the 20th, 1961.
Listen, it was a late night adventure. Carried off into the next day. Who hasn't been there?
Yeah, right? And they claimed that they were driving along the road and then right basically just a little ways down from the Indianhead Resort.
So close you could spit on it. You can take a photo of the incident sign and the Indianhead Rock. Get it in the same shot.
Yeah, you totally can. We've got that shot somewhere. And they claimed that they were abducted by aliens. There was a big piece of missing time. And when they came back, they didn't remember what happened to them. And what was particularly cool about this case is that it was actually the first widely publicized report of an alien abduction in the United States. So, interestingly enough,
the truth is out there.
Yeah. When they came back, they said they didn't remember what happened. Conveniently, though, Betty, over the next couple of weeks, had the series of 5 very detailed dreams in which she remembered all kinds of things, including that they were taken to by aliens who claimed to be from a place called the Zeta Reticuli system.
Okay.
And all kinds of other things.
Have you heard of that? Should we add that as a workationing destination?
Perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I don't know when the best season is to go. Maybe let's get on the Digital Nomad subreddit and see what they say. Okay. And then just take that advice blindly. How about that?
Sounds great.
It sounds great. You're going to love it. I don't know. It sounds a little sex touristy. I don't know if I want to go.
It does. Did they get probed?
I mean, I would assume they got probed. If you get abducted and you don't get probed, you should really ask for your money back.
Listen, Barney called it. Barney tore the binoculars away from his eyes and ran back to his car, says Wikipedia. In a near hysterical state, he told Betty, "They're going to capture us." I don't think he wanted that. Ooh, the car vibrated and a tingling sensation passed through the Hills' bodies. That could have been the penetration
No, there's a lot of
point.
weird sex shit in here too. They also said that when they got back to their house, they had all sorts of like weird impulses and sensations. And Barney's was to like just closely inspect his genitals. He didn't discover anything, but like apparently he just felt like real bad, like he had to do it.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing, Barney. I'm glad the aliens left you with a strong desire to look at your junk.
Barney, are you sure that's from the aliens?
I don't think that is Barney.
You can blame it on them, though. Then it's not your fault.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the aliens told me to do it. I'm just looking real close over here. Give me a second. So anyways, this has been memorialized just all over town. It's amazing. There's
a gas station with a UFO theme. How'd you like that?
I loved it. They were really, really riding that alien t-shirt grift pretty hard.
They were.
And they had some like blow up aliens. They had some murals. They were like, we got gas. We got Slim Jims.
We have the first encounter, or the first close encounter of the third kind ever recorded.
Yeah.
They will sell you a t-shirt to commemorate.
I know, if we weren't packing so tight, then we would already try to shove all of our stuff, including yoga mats and a bunch of other stuff, into Kari's car, which is a 2-seater.
It has no trunk space.
No, it has even less when you put the top down, which like obviously we're driving with the top down.
I didn't care what we had to sacrifice in order to get that top down, but I was not driving here with the top up.
So one of the sacrifices made was that I didn't get to get a Barney and Betty Hill incident sweatshirt. And I'm still a little salty about it. However, fun fact, Betty and Barney were on their way back from Montreal when this incident happened. So I think that I might have to stop back through and get a sweatshirt on our way back from Montreal.
That sounds perfect.
Because I really want that sweatshirt.
Yeah, maybe we can stay out there late at night. You can wear that sweatshirt and we'll be right back from Montreal. We've got to drive down that way anyway.
Oh, we should try it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I've been single on the road for a while. I wouldn't mind getting a little probed.
Listen, I'll drive real fast. We can get pulled over, and we can probably make that happen any number of ways.
Okay, I'm excited. Sounds good.
Damn it. Okay, so if you guys have a minute, pop on over to the Barney and Betty Hill Wikipedia page and check out the Fu Manchu mustache on the alien, played by actor John Hoyt, depicted on TV 12 days before the making of the Hills Grey hypnosis tape.
It was from the show The Outer Limits, which I don't know if you've ever seen that. My dad used to watch old episodes of that with me when I was little.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It was pretty cool, actually. And anyways, this was on The Outer Limits, and Betty swore that she hadn't seen it, but then described something that looked exactly like it.
Oh.
Betty. You know, Betty to me feels like the shifty one in this situation.
I bet you she was like a theater major in college. She went to UNH, the University of New Hampshire. She probably wanted to be an actress. She really wanted to be famous for something.
Yeah.
But then she got to be what? How old do you think Betty was when this happened to her? Allegedly.
Like, she was young. And also, you know, they didn't have reality television back then.
People were really bored.
They didn't have much else to do. These things still happen. Look at the Cash Me Outside girl. She's about to be like a millionaire, you know?
Oh.
A little attention grab in the media.
Okay, so Betty Hill was the original Cash Me Outside lady.
Yeah, you know?
How about that? Yeah. Aliens.
I mean, listen, you got to make an impression somehow.
Oh, my God. Well, she got some fame out of this.
She sure did. They made a movie out of it. There was a TV thing.
Oh, I bet you Betty got paid.
Oh, yeah, of course Betty got paid.
Betty got paid, and she probably roped Barney into it, don't you think?
It's hard to tell who like the inciting partner is. I just feel like it's Betty because she was the one who like had all the dreams that then clarified everything. You know? I feel like it's hard to tell. Either way, they were both in on this grift together.
You know what? I'm not going to make that sound. It seems like it was a good grift. They have a historical marker. We know who they are. We're talking about them today.
Right. I don't have one of those.
No, I don't either. I bet you they got paid from all of these interviews and movies. And
the placement on that marker is just really prime. It's like right outside the Indianhead Resort. I mean, after a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I feel like
it's the next best thing.
It's the next best thing.
Listen, they have gas station memorabilia. Do you have any gas station memorabilia?
You know, I don't.
I don't either. So I think that Betty's got one up on us. We just
get it, Betty.
Get a little weirder with it.
Yeah.
So I had a good birthday, but I think I'm ready to go on to the next stop.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Montreal.
I am too. I've been there once for 2 days, but I'm excited to check out the city on a more extended basis.
I have never been. I think it's going to be really cool. Actually, interestingly enough, I have a friend that I made in Colombia who is going to be in Montreal.
I love that. I'm so excited to hang out with him again.
Yeah, so this is going to be pretty cool.
Are we redacting his name?
I just feel like he didn't ask to be a part of this.
Okay, all right.
We'll call him Jacques.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes, his name is Jacques. Okay.
And so I met him in Colombia, and we went out a few times, had a really good time. And it was one of those things where it felt like, I don't know, it was just really a person who was really easy to get along with, and we had a lot to talk about. And it was kind of like, I felt like I was only just getting to know how cool he was, and then he had to leave on personal business. But that business brought him back to Montreal, which is where he is normally stationed out of.
And we had to go to Montreal because we have some work stuff in New York and Boston. Which is why we're staying kind of local to the East Coast.
Yeah, we needed to be able to pop down and we needed to be on EST, and then we needed to be able to pop down to Boston and New York if we needed to real quick.
Having my car really helps with that.
It really, really does. So we're going to hang out in Montreal for 5-6 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, and Montreal is 6 hours away from Boston by car?
Uh-huh.
Not too far?
Yeah, so it should be just a fun little road trip. We broke it up by coming here.
Right.
So we only have a few more hours to go, but that makes it really easy while we're working. We can't really do a whole day in the car because we're both too just off the grid when that happens.
Right.
So we can pop a few hours and then stop somewhere and then...
Kelly, we have some bucket list items lined up in Montreal. Montreal.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Is learning French going to be on your bucket list?
You know, I think not.
I know enough to be dangerous. I know a little.
Oh, there you go. What else do you need, really?
Oui.
Yeah. Parlez-vous français? No, I don't.
No, all right. Parlez-vous anglais?
See?
Oui.
We?
We'll work on that in the car.
God damn. No, I just got my Spanish functional, and I'm going to be really trying to not forget that while in French-speaking Quebec.
Sure. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, we're going to try it. So our bucket list items.
We have escaping out of a I don't even know what we're going to escape out of, but there is an escape room scenario. We get to choose our own adventure. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be really cool. I've always wanted to do one of those.
You've got a birthday. I feel like that's a bucket list item.
Yes.
Just got to make it to your next birthday.
I'm going to make it. Here we go. I have always wanted to enter a poker tournament.
Ooh, I have also always wanted to enter into a poker tournament in person. I've played a lot online.
I have not, but we're going to the land of casinos.
Yes.
So it feels like this would be a good time if we're going to do it. So I think we'll probably try to find a poker tourney of some kind.
They have strip clubs here where you can touch the strippers.
I would also like to do that.
Okay.
Some boobs.
You just gotta ask consent. Get their
I'll
consent
still ask
first.
the ladies,
Right.
You know, I don't want to assume anything.
You can just go grab happy.
Consent is sexy, all of that.
Right.
But if they consent to it, I'm going to touch some boobs.
Grab a boob. Why not?
Gently. Nicely.
Okay, listen how you
Respectfully.
grab it. Okay. All right.
I'm not a monster. I just like boobs. So that should be fun.
Okay. We haven't got to do that.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to do? Oh, poutine. We've got to eat poutine.
I mean, I guess we do.
I know how you feel about gravy.
I'm not a huge gravy fan, I'll be honest with you.
We might have a new episode of Local Delicacies, Horf Edition, this time featuring Kelly.
Yeah, I don't... just not a big gravy fan. It's just the juices and like starches all together. It's like, let's make these juices. Can they be thicker?
But they come with mashed potatoes.
I mean, just give me the mashed potatoes. I'll stick some sour cream on there.
What?
Dope.
No. Sour cream on mashed potatoes?
Why would I not?
You are a monster. That is wrong.
I'll put all kinds of things on mashed potatoes. I'd put ranch dressing on some mashed
Excuse
potatoes.
me, you would not.
Get AK on the phone. She'll want to hear about this.
God. If you put ranch dressing on hot mashed potatoes and send Angela Keaton a video text of it,
Why would I not do that?
Okay, so we're going to do that.
Are you trying to say that wouldn't be good?
What? Tasty? No. Hot mayonnaise on.
It's not mayonnaise. It's ranch dressing, Gringa.
It's a creamy-based drink.
What
Drink. Dressing.
Listen, you put it on a carrot. Why can't you put it on a potato?
Okay, all right. You do that and you tell me how that
Equal
warm
opportunity over here.
mayo milk-based product tastes.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
Well, I am very excited for the next little leg of our tour. I think this will be less stressful than Colombia.
Right. It's a little breather.
Yeah.
Knock out some client work. We've got a Pride Parade in Boston.
Yep. And in the meantime, we're just going to pop up to America's Hat.
I mean, I love America's Hat.
And just have a little, just a nice, calm, reasonable Canadian time.
That's very good to me following Medellin.
To me as well.
All right, so let's do it, right? Packing up, leaving tomorrow?
Yep. We got to get all this stuff together. Our suitcases look like they exploded, so we're going to have to get on that.
I'll sit on yours if you sit on mine.
All right, girlie, that deal. This has been another episode of the Workationing Podcast. If you like what you heard here, make sure to like, rate, subscribe, and leave us a review on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, or wherever else on the internet you're hearing this.
You can also go to workationing.com. That's workationing.com. How long can Kelly stare at that rock?
All day, girl. God, that's a good rock. Just kidding.
So good. Yes.
Can I make you believe it?
You Bonnie Tylered that for me. I liked it. Throaty.
All right, let's do this.
God damn it. Okay, do it again.
Okay.